What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol IRNT for Ironnet Inc. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, we have the 30-minute intraday time frame. This, of course, is more of an update. We've covered this one semi-regularly now on the channel. The main thing we talked about in the last video here was the potential for a gap fill underneath, and if we took out the gap and did not reverse off of that 3265, then be careful, right? We echoed that sentiment in the last video, and I'm going to do it once again as the video for this week, right? So as we're trading underneath here, we really need to exercise patience until we either get into the support trend line here or the prior breakout point at $23.11. Until that actually happens, you need to be patient and either wait for some more structure to build out or to come into one of those levels. It's quite simply one or the other. You're not going to try to catch the falling knife here, as we do have a large-bodied red continuation candle. We would expect some more downside continuation based on the nature of this candle. If we take a look at the 30-minute structure and what's going on here, we'll take out our Fibonacci's and go from the high of Friday all the way on down to the low, essentially. And what you'll notice, of course, is that the 38.2 was not even tested into the end of the day. It didn't really take a rocket scientist to see that, given the red structure that we had here. But, you know, it's worth noting where the 38.2 is, which is the prior gap fill, the prior candle high right in there at that 3265 mark. And that's, of course, the dollar figure here, not talking about the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement. So we're going to use structure. We're not so concerned with the 38.2 from that perspective here. You'll notice that we bounced off of the gap fill area a couple of times, but we never actually broke that small downtrend that developed and kind of put us in a bear pennant scenario, right? So there was no real reason to go long here. I could see if there was a fake breakout and we did something like this before rolling over, but there was really nothing on that Friday session. So right now, just being patient, seeing if we can get into the support trend line here, or as we know, if that does not hold, looking at the prior breakout point from 2311 and reassessing when we get there. If we start printing hammer candles, if we start printing indecision dojis, basically anything that would make you question, is this pullback coming to an end? Can we flip long over the highs and then get back up into whatever structure happens to build out from this little pullback that does develop? So that's my thoughts here inside of Ironnet. Please be patient at this point in time. The only sort of saving grace that you might read into a tiny little sliver bit would be the fact that on the selling day, we had drastically lower volume than the breakout day here as well as here. So, you know, that's sort of a good sign. If it was more aggressive selling, people just panicking, running for the exit sign, I would argue volume probably would have been a little bit taller, right? Something that might have looked like this on par with the prior 2 days, but it wasn't, right? So maybe that's a small saving grace here, just indicating that we have some profit takers and maybe there's another second leg up. Again, that's pretty speculative and it's only one data point here. I think the majority of data points, again, are pointing to be patient, sit on hands, wait for the support trend line or 2311. So those are my thoughts on Ironnet. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.